Perhaps it's not too much to ask probably to give you some scenario or background of TI and also TI Malaysia and our recommendation. Okay, brief in passing, TI movement. I think all of you know about TI already. Right, then if you know, we skip this, skip that. Number two, normally transparency related to corruption. Corruption is transparency. And of course, normally we take note about our CPI. So the existence or the presence of CPI being reported that we are actually nowhere to be proud of. So that shows, perhaps, I think, the report of AG is that to perhaps prove that our CPI or transparency or integrity, there are a lot of things to be done. Okay, the government of Malaysia must step up the fight against corruption. Perhaps, not only the government, all of us, I would say. I look at the vehicle having 4 tires. The government sector, the private sector, the NGOs or civil society, and the 4th sector, the media. All of us have to play a role to make sure that we really have a kind of integrity and transparency. That's, we also carry out our survey. So the members of Malaysia especially state that the transparency, the level of integrity and the level of transparency that very much needed to carry on all this whatever the shortcoming that we have. Next, look at the figures. 40% of the members of the public and 50% of the corporate sector felt the integrity levels at the government remain unchanged, although we had Plant Indo Integrity or Plant Integrity Nationals. We have Institute Integrity Malaysia, all the agencies. I think you can see the second level, 20% of the corporate sector and 20% of members of the public felt the integrity levels have declined, right? So the AG report is a testimony of what's actually happening with our figures, our data. Next. Okay. So what about our AG report? So I feel, I'm sure the public do not just look at the figures. People say audit report normally refer to figures, financial aspect. I think more than that. What being transpired with the AG report definitely shows a lot of figures, a lot of money gone unaccounted, and millions have been spent or unnecessary expenditure. I think, from 90 days after that, we thought several ministers should be given a letter or a love letter, but nothing has been done. All very pervasive, very permissive, and very, trying to evade the issue. Find excuses with all that. We thought I have to expect, and perhaps we feel we need to punish them, perhaps to downgrade all the ministers concerned. We feel, of course, prevention is better than cure. But we look around, I don't think there's enough prevention measures being carried out. But more with any deterrent method to show that this thing, I wish, for example, what's happening so far from various ministries, from various departments have taken the case. I think we have never heard. Okay, next. So I think a lot of waste and attack of public funds, unacceptable and severe action have not been taken. So we don't see any really kind of deterrent efforts or action being taken in all the ministry. So we thought they should highlight to really to make things better. After 90 days, we must show, or the ministries concerned must show dismissal, prosecution, and others. So definitely we feel a lot of loose ends in the administrative section. So there's basically integrity and transparency and corruption has taken place. Nothing much. Next. Okay, issues. There are a lot of leakages. So the money drain. Probably not only the money, and we were questioning about the financial or the professional people in charge, so-called professional. You know, they are not really helping us, public. So, of course, when the money being directed to various races, I'm sure the public expenditure will find it less. Definitely, these are indicators that corruption is really deeply rooted in our society, especially perhaps in the government sector. Effects of development, definitely, there will be a delay in other aspects. There is less development in various wanting areas and others. Okay, next. So what are our recommendations? Cooperation and collaboration, as I said, various sectors. I think the integrity, transparency, and corrupt practices is just not the problems or the execution part of the various government agencies. I think we need to play the role, especially the NGOs. So we must have more research and awareness. I have a formula, for example, the formula of AIDA, A-I-D-A. And the very first A is awareness. With this, definitely awareness level among, especially perhaps, and the ministry is concerned, very, very low. Then the interest. Of course, the interest, they don't have the interest to make sure corrupt practices, all those issues of fund, especially considered issues of fund, have been addressed too. And then desire, A-I-D-A, desire means to find the root cause of those things. So I thought with all those, whatever we release in the auditor's report, the agencies must make sure what are the causes. And then of course to find the solution, actions. So very little action. What we can see is, I think there is no A or action. Maybe they have A, awareness. So what more with that, the IDA, the other component. So the next